8. Hidden signals. Women give when they find you attractive. Have you ever found yourself wondering if that woman you've been chatting with is actually into you? Maybe she laughs at your jokes a little too hard, or you catch her sneaking glances when she thinks you're not looking. Here's the deal. Women do show interest, but they tend to do it in subtle, almost hidden ways. According to research, women are often better than men at concealing their attraction. But the truth is, they still give off little clues, tiny signals that say, "I like you," if you know how to read them. What seems like casual friendliness could actually be low-key flirting. That half smile, that extended glance, it means more than you think. Most guys completely miss these signals, which means you've probably had more secret admirers than you realize. No joke. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to recognize those signs and stop second-guessing yourself every time you think, "Wait, was she into me?" And stick around till the end, because I'll reveal one bonus sign most men miss, but women use it constantly when they're attracted. Let's dive in. Sign number 1, she smirks or gives playful, half smiles. Not every woman who finds you attractive is going to break into a huge grin or laugh uncontrollably at your jokes. In fact, the most telling sign might be the most subtle. A smirk, a playful half smile, or a look that seems to say something more than just "I'm being polite." These expressions are often deliberate and mysterious, designed to grab your attention while keeping you just a little off balance. A smirk, especially one delivered at just the right moment, after a joke, during eye contact, or in response to something you said, can be a strong indication of interest. Unlike a full smile, which feels open and friendly, a smirk creates curiosity. It's flirtation in disguise, inviting you to dig deeper without giving away too much. Women often use this subtle form of body language as a way to test whether you're paying attention or capable of picking up on social cues. Research from the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior suggests that these slight teasing smiles can make a person seem more attractive. Why? Because they signal confidence, playfulness, and interest, while still maintaining a bit of emotional safety. The ambiguity makes it intriguing, it's a challenge, and many men are wired to be drawn to challenges. So, the next time a woman gives you that sly, knowing smile that doesn't quite break into a laugh, don't dismiss it. It might be her way of saying, "I'm into you," without saying a word. Sign number 2, she holds eye contact. Just a bit longer. When it comes to human interaction, few things are as powerful or as revealing as eye contact. It's intimate, vulnerable, and when shared for just a moment longer than usual, it speaks volumes. If a woman finds you attractive, she may lock eyes with you for a fraction longer than necessary. It won't be an awkward stare, but just enough time to make your pulse quicken and your thoughts spiral with curiosity. This lingering gaze isn't accidental, it's instinctive. According to research published in the Journal of Research in Personality, prolonged eye contact, especially anything beyond 3 seconds, can cause the release of oxytocin, the hormone linked to trust and emotional bonding. That slight pause in her gaze is her body signaling connection before she even realizes it. Watch closely. If she holds your eyes for a beat and then looks away with a soft smile, she's showing openness. If she glances away and then quickly looks back, that's a clear sign of interest paired with a touch of shyness. Her pupils might even dilate slightly, a subconscious physical response when someone is attracted. The beauty of this cue is in its simplicity. You don't need a loud signal or bold words, just a quiet look that lingers longer than usual. If you notice her doing it more than once, she's probably hoping you'll notice her feelings without needing to spell them out. Sign number 3. Her voice softens or changes around you. Most men don't pay close attention to a woman's tone of voice, but they should. When a woman is attracted to someone, her voice often shifts without her even realizing it. It might become softer, warmer, more melodic, or perhaps more playful and animated. It's a subtle but incredibly telling transformation. This change isn't about manipulation, it's biological. Studies published in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior reveal that women naturally adjust their vocal pitch and tone when they're speaking to someone they find appealing. The body is wired to create intimacy through sound, and this shift in vocal quality is an instinctive attempt to deepen the emotional connection. So what should you listen for? If her tone becomes smoother, or if her speech slows down and takes on a more relaxed, affectionate rhythm when she's talking to you compared to how she speaks with others, that's a major clue. She might laugh more easily, say your name more frequently, or stretch her sentences out in a sing-songy way. Even a light, breathy chuckle at your not-so-funny jokes is worth noting. The voice can carry emotional weight far beyond the words themselves. When it changes specifically for you, that's her subconscious drawing you closer. She's creating an emotional bubble where you feel special, and she's doing it without even realizing how powerful that soft-spoken shift really is. Sign number 4. She compliments your appearance in a roundabout way. When a woman is into you, she doesn't always walk up and say, "You're really attractive." Instead, she'll often compliment you in subtle, thoughtful ways that seem casual, but are anything but. This could sound like, "That shirt looks great on you," or "You have such kind eyes." It's not just flattery, it's personal. Why does she do this? Because direct compliments can feel risky or too forward, especially early on. So instead of putting her feelings out there plainly, she'll wrap them in curiosity and observation. These compliments usually focus on specific details: how your cologne smells, how your voice sounds, how your jacket fits, not general statements. Pay attention to the tone and timing. If she says something like, "I really like the way you explain things," or "You have a calming presence," she's highlighting qualities that most people overlook. That's intentional. It's her way of saying she sees you, not just as a guy, but as someone intriguing and different. The more specific the compliment, the more meaningful it is. "Nice shirt" could be small talk, but "that color really brings out your eyes?" That's loaded with interest. So next time you hear her point out something about your style, your scent, or even the way you walk, don't shrug it off. She's revealing what catches her attention. And that attention, that's her way of flirting, without risking too much vulnerability. Sign number 5. She finds excuses to touch you. Lightly touch is one of the oldest, most powerful ways humans communicate connection. And when a woman finds you attractive, she'll often find subtle, low-risk ways to bridge the physical gap, without making it obvious. These micro-touches may seem accidental, but they're usually deliberate and highly revealing. For example, maybe she taps your arm when she laughs at something you said, or she accidentally brushes against you as she walks by. Maybe she places a hand on your shoulder while emphasizing a point, or helps straighten your jacket collar even though it looked just fine. These aren't coincidences. They're small, strategic ways to gauge your reaction, to see if you lean in, smile, or even reciprocate. According to relationship experts like Dr. Monica Moore, light, playful touch helps build familiarity and emotional closeness. It's how we test the waters without diving in. Here's what to notice. If you're sitting next to each other and your legs gently touch and she doesn't pull away, that's a green light. If she adjusts something on you, brushes lint off your shirt, or rests her hand on your forearm for just a second too long, she's making her move in the most natural way possible. Women often use touch as a tool to bridge the emotional and physical gap. It may be subtle, but it's not insignificant. If she's reaching out, literally, it's time to recognize what her touch is really saying. I'm drawn to you. Sign number 6, she adjusts her body language around you. When a woman is drawn to someone, her body often gives away more than her words ever will. Our physical instincts are incredibly powerful, and body language tends to speak the truth, especially when it comes to attraction. If you've ever noticed a woman subtly shifting how she presents herself when you enter a room, that could be a strong indicator of interest. For instance, she may straighten her posture, subtly fixing her hair, adjusting her outfit, or even checking her reflection. These small actions are often subconscious. Her brain is signaling, "Look your best," without her even realizing it. Another powerful clue lies in her proximity. If she leans in while you speak or positions herself closer to you than necessary, it's not by accident. This is her way of creating intimacy without overtly saying she wants it. Fidgeting or playing with her jewelry or hair can also be signs of nervous energy, an internal buzz triggered by your presence. Former FBI body language expert Joe Navarro explains that these involuntary movements, known as microexpressions, are honest indicators of attraction. You may even catch her mirroring your body language, crossing her arms when you do, laughing when you laugh, or adopting your phrases. Mirroring is a deep psychological phenomenon that reflects emotional synchrony. When a woman is genuinely interested, her body can't help but engage with yours. So next time you're talking to someone and she makes these subtle shifts, take note. Her body could be revealing a truth her words aren't quite ready to say. Sign number 7. She becomes more playful around you. Playfulness is a hidden gem when it comes to deciphering attraction. If a woman feels safe and comfortable enough to let her guard down and be silly or teasing with you, she's likely not just being friendly, she's testing emotional waters. This playfulness might appear as sarcastic remarks, cheeky jokes, or light teasing about something you said or did. She might give you a playful nickname, mock your confidence in a fun way, or challenge your opinions just to see how you react. It's her way of saying, I like being around you, and I'm curious to see how you respond when I push the boundaries a bit. Think of it as emotional flirting. She's not being mean. She's inviting you into a lighthearted game. If she's laughing at your jokes, even the ones that aren't particularly clever, or finds reasons to spark little debates just to keep the conversation lively, you've probably caught her attention. This behavior is especially telling because it takes effort. Women don't go out of their way to joke and banter with just anyone. She's investing energy in you, creating shared moments, inside jokes, and a dynamic that goes beyond basic interaction. This kind of behavior signals emotional safety. It means she feels at ease around you, and more importantly, that she enjoys that feeling enough to nurture it. So if a woman starts playfully challenging you or laughing a bit louder than usual in your presence, don't dismiss it. She's likely hoping you'll pick up the vibe and match her energy. Sign number 8. She compliments you sincerely and specifically. Here's something you need to know. When a woman gives you a genuine compliment, especially one that's detailed and specific, it's rarely without meaning. Women are naturally observant, and when they're drawn to someone, they often notice the little things most people overlook. But rather than coming right out and saying, I like you, they often express it through personal, thoughtful compliments. Instead of a generic, you look nice, she might say, that color really brings out your eyes, or I love how calm you stay even in tense moments. These kinds of compliments are intentional. She's telling you she notices you, your style, your presence, your demeanor, not just your appearance. Women often avoid overly direct compliments early on because they don't want to come off as too forward or vulnerable. So instead, they'll compliment details: your voice, your scent, your posture, your laugh. These aren't accidental observations. They're strategic expressions of interest. Even comparisons can be a form of coded attraction. If she says, you kind of remind me of that actor, or you look like someone who should be on the cover of a magazine, she's trying to share how she sees you, often in an admiring or idealized way. The more specific the praise, the more effort she's putting into making you feel noticed and appreciated. It's not just about looking good. It's about making her feel something. And when she expresses that through detailed admiration, you're definitely on her radar. So, now that you've seen the signs, what do you think? Have you been missing these subtle signals all along? The truth is, attraction isn't always loud and obvious. More often than not, it's quiet, playful, and hidden in the little details most men overlook. A soft glance, a shift in tone, a brush of the hand. These aren't just coincidences, they're signals. Understanding these cues doesn't just help you spot interest, it helps you build deeper, more meaningful connections. When you start paying attention to the way a woman looks at you, speaks to you, and interacts with you physically, you'll see the conversations beneath the conversations. You'll stop second-guessing yourself and start recognizing when someone truly wants to get closer. And here's the best part. Once you become aware of these signs, You'll never see interactions the same way again. Confidence isn't about guessing, it's about knowing. And now, you know what to look for. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on dating, psychology, and becoming your most confident self. Drop a comment below if you've noticed any of these signs in real life, or if you've got one of your own to add to the list. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your heart curious, and remember, sometimes the smallest signals speak the loudest.